Hey gamers, ready to dive into the ultimate countdown? Today, we're ranking the best JRPGs available on the Nintendo Switch. From epic adventures to captivating storylines, we've got it all covered. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest gaming content. Let's jump right in. On our number 20th spot, Labyrinth of Galleria, The Moon Society. Labyrinth of Galleria, The Moon Society stands out among Nintendo Switch JRPGs for its throwback to classic first-person dungeon crawlers. Players navigate a vast labyrinth using a variety of playable puppet fighters instead of traditional characters. The game prioritizes exploration, loot, and combat over story, though its main characters are engaging. While it may not appeal to everyone, it's a notable addition to the console's RPG lineup. Next, on the 19th spot, NieR, The World Ends With You. Square Enix has released the sequel to 2007's The World Ends With You. NieR takes players back to Shibuya for the Reaper's game, where they compete for a chance to be revived after a week of challenges. Unlike the first game, NieR is fully 3D and features an action-packed combat system. The battles are exciting, and the story and music are impressive. On the number 18th spot, YS8, Lacramosa of Dana. The 8th entry in the YS series has been well received. It's a port of a PS4 game, and while the graphics were toned down, the game runs smoothly. This action RPG features an island setting and multiple playable characters. Combat in YS8 is fluid and fun, allowing players to switch characters during battles. The soundtrack is excellent, enhancing the story and atmosphere. For fans of action JRPGs on the Nintendo Switch, YS8 is a standout choice. On the number 17th spot, Tales of Versperia, Definitive Edition. Tales of Versperia, Definitive Edition is a remaster for the Nintendo Switch, bringing the beloved JRPG to a new audience. Fans consider Yuri and Estelle's story the peak of the Tales series. The combat is fun, with each character feeling unique. This edition includes exclusive content from the PS3 version, such as new quests, dungeons, and a new playable character. Despite the occasional jarring voice actor changes, it's worth buying, even for those who own the original. On the 16th spot, Pokémon Legends, Arceus. Pokémon Legends Arceus offers a refreshing take on the series, setting players in an open world long before the main games. Tasked with completing the first-ever Pokédex, trainers can choose between turn-based battles or stealthy catches. Despite not being the best-looking Nintendo Switch RPG, Arceus marks a positive step forward after the divisive Sword and Shield games, potentially heralding a new era for the series. On our number 15th spot, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Ni no Kuni is a divisive game for JRPG fans. Inspired by Studio Ghibli, its world, story, and style are charming and adventurous, though the world is not very large. The simple, heartwarming story is worth experiencing. However, the gameplay is a weak point, resembling a watered-down Final Fantasy XII with a poorly implemented creature collection aspect. The party member AI is terrible, making combat a slog. Despite these issues, the game can still be satisfying to play when it all comes together. Next on our list, the number 14th spot, Undernauts, Labyrinth of Yomi. Experience Incorporated, known for Stranger of Sword City and Demon Gaze, is a top developer of dungeon-crawling RPGs. Undernauts Labyrinth of Yomi might be their best game yet, featuring addictive gameplay, great art, challenging puzzles, and memorable encounters. Players dive into dungeons in search of treasures, customizing a group of adventurers to suit their needs. The expansive, expertly designed mazes will challenge even veteran dungeon crawler fans. For anyone seeking a unique JRPG, Undernauts Labyrinth of Yomi is worth checking out. On our 13rd spot, The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 3. The Legend of Heroes series has steadily improved with each entry, and Trails of Cold Steel 3 continues this trend. This third installment delivers what fans want: engaging side quests, refined combat, and a story that celebrates the JRPG genre. While the port has some performance issues, playing it on the go is worth it. This game is exactly what fans would expect. On the 12th spot, Atelier Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key. Gust continues the Atelier series' success with the third entry in the Ryza subseries, likely the final chapter for the character. Each new game has set a new standard, and Ryza 3 improves on its predecessor's combat, visuals, and crafting mechanics. In this installment, Ryza and her friends explore various islands, each serving as a mini open area. While it features the franchise's best turn-based combat yet, Atelier Ryza 3 remains focused on resource gathering and alchemy. If you're enjoying our list so far, please give it a thumbs up and let us know your thoughts on this too. Consider subscribing as well so you won't be left behind on the latest in gaming. Now, let's move on to our 11th spot, Super Mario RPG. The 2023 remake of 1990's SIXS Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, retains the original's charm with updated visuals. The SNES version aged well, inspiring other Mario RPGs and games like Bug Fables. Despite being overshadowed by the Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario series, Legend of the Seven Stars holds up well. Developed by Square, the original's genre expertise shines through in the remake. Faithful to its predecessor, the Switch version is best for those who enjoyed or want to revisit the original. Super Mario RPG features a fun, time-based combat system where pressing buttons enhances attacks or reduces damage. The remake smooths out rough edges and adds a new combo option, making it a confident, witty, and enjoyable game. Next on our list is Shin Megumi Tensei 5, our number 10th spot. Shin Megami Tensei 5 was released in 2021 after a 5-year wait, and it was worth it. Players explore Tokyo and the Netherworld, battling and negotiating with demons. Although challenging, it is more accessible to newcomers than previous entries. Visually, SMT5 is one of the best-looking JRPGs on the Switch, especially in character and demon designs. It excels in nearly every other area as well. On the 9th spot, The Legend of Heroes, Trails from Zero. Trails from Zero, originally a 2010 PSP exclusive, finally arrived in the West over a decade later and remains brilliant. Set in Crossbell, caught between nations, it's an ideal entry into the Legend of Heroes universe with its self-contained storyline. Players follow a detective uncovering the city-state's criminal secrets, enjoying a grid-based combat system and a richly detailed world. This remaster promises around 50 engaging hours of gameplay. Next, on our 8th spot, Octopath Traveler 2. Octopath Traveler 2 by Square Enix and Acquire builds on its predecessor's strong foundation without major changes. It retains the format of 8 protagonists with individual storylines, offering separate mini-arcs instead of a single overarching adventure. Unlike the original, the characters now interact more, forming a cohesive party dynamic rather than just co-fighters. On our 7th spot, Star Ocean, the second story arc. Star Ocean has had ups and downs, especially in recent decades. While new mainline entries haven't universally pleased fans, the Divine Force was a step forward. However, the standout in the series is a remake, the second story arc, a great action JRPG originally from 1998. It's considered a PS1 classic and now accessible on modern platforms thanks to Square Enix's full remake approach. Featuring Octopath Traveler's 2D, HD art style, the second story arc is visually stunning, especially on the Nintendo Switch OLED. Combat is fast-paced and skill-based, enhanced by smooth animations. Players have plenty of customization and progression options to tailor their party to their liking. On our number 6 spot, Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. Final Fantasy XII is a beloved game known for the story of Sky Pirate Balthier and Princess Ashe. Despite some issues, particularly with the character Vaughn, it's considered a classic. The Zodiac Age remake makes significant changes, introducing a new job system that improves upon the original license board. This adds variety to character building, though the game can still be grindy and slow-paced. Nevertheless, exploring the world of Ivalice remains a wonderful experience. Next, on our 5th spot, NieR Automata, the End of YoRHa Edition. NieR Automata, the End of YoRHa Edition runs surprisingly well on the Nintendo Switch, capped at 30 frames per second. Developed by Square Enix, Platinum Games, and Yoko Taro. This sci-fi game depicts a future without humans, where players control androids embroiled in a war against robots. NieR Automata excels in storytelling, introducing new playable characters and multiple endings that enhance the narrative. It's recommended not to stop after the first ending to fully experience the game's depth. On our 4th spot, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, a classic from the GameCube era, is considered one of Mario's best RPGs, and its original release has aged beautifully. The announcement of a Switch remake was exciting but felt somewhat unnecessary, as these projects often focus mainly on graphical updates and minor tweaks. The Thousand-Year Door for Switch follows this trend, with updates aimed at improving some of the original version's less exciting parts. However, the core experience remains fantastic, making it a joy to play whether you're familiar with the GameCube version or not. Many consider the Switch release the best iteration of this masterpiece. Our 3rd spot goes to Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. Dragon Quest, formerly known as Dragon Warrior in the West, is the original JRPG franchise that has shaped gaming history. Dragon Quest XI stands out as one of the greatest RPGs of the past decade. DQ11 excels in all aspects of JRPGs. It features a vibrant cast of characters, each with their own compelling struggles. The story surprises with unexpected twists and turns. The music, mostly not MIDIs this time, is greatly appreciated. Gameplay-wise, it delivers a near-perfect experience for turn-based RPG fans. With a generous demo available on Switch, Dragon Quest XI is a must-try for RPG enthusiasts and gamers alike. We are now on the 2nd spot, that is, Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 Royal, now available on multiple platforms, remains one of the best games across all systems. The Phantom Thieves are iconic, and their story is filled with emotion and triumph. The gameplay of P5 revolves around 2 main parts: social simulation and dungeon crawling with turn-based combat. Combat is straightforward but stylish, with a unique monster collecting system revolving around switching personas. While the dungeons are well designed, the highlight of P5 is arguably its social simulation aspect. Players step into Joker's shoes, experiencing both exciting and everyday moments, socializing, dining out, attending school, and even dating. It's a rich, immersive experience. And finally we have Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is poised to be regarded as the best JRPG on the Switch by the end of the console's lifespan. Unlike Persona 5 Royal and Dragon Quest XI, which are available on multiple platforms, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a standout exclusive for Nintendo's hybrid console. Monolith Soft's 3rd entry in the series is shaping up to be their most complete masterpiece yet. The combat system is deep yet accessible, the world building is ambitious, and the characters are universally likable. The game offers a vast and epic adventure that pushes the limits of what's possible on the Nintendo Switch, even if it sacrifices some visual fidelity for scale. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a compelling reason to own a Switch, showcasing the console's capabilities in delivering ambitious and immersive JRPG experiences. In conclusion, these JRPGs showcase the best of what the Nintendo Switch has to offer. From timeless classics to ambitious exclusives, each game brings its own unique charm and gameplay experience. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the genre, there's something here for everyone. Which JRPG is your favorite on the Switch? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more rankings and gaming content. Thanks for watching.